Hey guys, welcome back to Disturbing Kreationz. I'm all bundled up today because it's snowing like crazy out. We got like 18 inches of snow, and today's the first warm day, so I want to get out here and start tearing down my engine a little more in the shop. I don't have any heat in the shop yet since I just built the building about a year ago, and I'm trying to make up enough money to put electric and heat in the building so you can watch me grow, and I'm gonna have classes on that. But today we're gonna take the heads off of the Audi 2.7 B5S4, and I'm gonna explain to you how to do it correctly. So we're back on the 2.7 B5S4, and I couldn't get the heads off because I had to wait for a special socket to come in, which is called a poly socket. It's got this weird end on it. I know it looks like a torque, but I actually did a class on this, my first tool class. So subscribe and look through my playlist, and you can actually learn what this poly socket is. It is close to a torque. I've seen people getting these heads off with Allens and Torques and everything else, but you can see down in here where they are. They're very hard to get to, so you have to have this long shank to get down in here. And then with the poly socket, you just kind of turn it around and it'll lock in. And then I push it down a little bit and try to lock it, so that way I can get it in. There is a lot of grime in here, so you might want to get a pick or something and get down in there and pick some of the crap out so that you don't round this special tool head off. If you round this bolt down here off, I have no clue how you're going to get that. You're going to have to drill down into this head, and it's just going to be terrible, and I would probably just give up at that point and use this for a parts motor. So today we are going to be getting these poly sockets out. And we are going to take these heads off. So you can leave the cam chain and tensioner on with your engine, with your head, and just pull the whole complete head off together. You do have to take these plastics off, and I'm gonna have to take this piece off as well. So I have to get this, I have to take this out and get a gear puller, and we're gonna pull this off. Just like this side, we're gonna pull this off so that we can get this piece off and get the head out. So let's get on it. I'm gonna start working, and I'll fast forward and I'll show you where I'm at. So I did notice something very quickly though. You might want to check this when your heads are out. So this is the cam tensioner. So you see how this one will actually move and push down and pull. That one's okay, but this one right here, no movement. It's all the way down, locked into position here. It will not come back up. So the cam chain is definitely screwed on this side, so I'm gonna have to get it. I'm gonna get two new tensioners, one for each side. If this one's gone, the other one's got to be gone. But you can see here how it's up, and then you can push it down in with some pressure. You know, a little bit of, you know, so the cam will move. But this one, the spring's got to be locked. It won't even come out. I shouldn't have to pull it out. You should have to push it in. So we're gonna do a class on how to change the cam chain and tensioner when we take it out and put it back on. We're gonna take the cams out and check them for scarring and clean them up. We are also going to take all this crust out of the engine. How nasty this crust is. You driving this? Oh god. So I mean, it's just everywhere. It's everywhere. Look, crust. It's like dirt and old oil and crap. And I'm not putting this back together like this. This thing is going to be shine, blingy, bling, shine, shine, bling. You're going to be able to eat off of it. We're going to do a valve lash class when I take the head apart and teach you how to lash valves. So can I get a subscribe? Stay tuned and watch all the videos. I'm going to put everything in one file of the teardown and one file of the build so that you are confident enough to build one of these yourself. Thanks for coming to Disturbing Creations, and we're gonna fast forward here in a minute. Thank you. Okay, so if you get the timing belt off, get this tensioner loose. I just got this tensioner loose. I didn't take it out to get the belt off here. You can take it off with this plate, the head, with this plate, and with this still attached. And this whole head will come off. It does have some pieces connected to it, but everything will come off, and you can just pull this head directly out. With this one, it's a little different. So these connections for the coolant are connected to the head down here. I didn't know that, but now I do. So this connection here that I'm moving, there's a bolt right here. See where I'm putting my hand? So let's try to look at it on the other side here. So right here, that is connected, and that's a 10 millimeter. You have to take this out because the head won't come off with all of this. You know, to disconnect this from the head itself. And right here, this little piece sticking out right here, there's a 10 millimeter. I had to take that off. And right where the dipstick goes in here, this is also a 10 millimeter. There was a little piece of rubber here. I took that off so I could see, but everything was loose. So that's the head. Whoa. My God, did you see me just catch that? So that's the head. There we go. There's the pistons. You can see everything. Great. Head gasket looks great, like it wasn't busted. All the pistons look good, just carbonized. They are forged. Good. I'm so happy. This is what the head looks like. I'm now gonna take the head apart and take it upstairs and tear it all apart in the office and teach you how to do it. Now remember, you have to use a poly to get these out. And somebody boogered up some of them so you can see where they tried to get them out with a torque or an Allen, and they really messed them up. So I had to get the proper tool, clean all this out, and then I had to move the tool to where it just kind of clicked. And in these broken ones, I had to hammer it down in a little bit. I felt it slide in and lock, and then I could get these out. And I did soak these a little bit with PB Blast. I don't think that helped, but you never know. It could have gave me like that little bit extra. These are no good now. I would never use these again unless they're like from ARP and they're reusable. But these are the head bolts. When we get the head gasket kit, it's gonna come with head bolts, so these are gonna go in the garbage. So I just want to show you where we're at. So I'm gonna take this head off and take it upstairs, and I'm gonna start tearing it apart, and I'm gonna give some other classes. So this is how to get the head off of your B5S4. It's rather simple. You don't have to take any of this stuff off, any of this stuff. It'll just come out as one unit. It's even, I would say it's safer to come out as one unit. Then you can set it somewhere clean and then start to take all this little stuff apart so you don't lose it. And everything that's connected to this head is still connected to this head. You don't have to worry about, oh my God, the chain was at that chain. Was this bolt from that side? Was this journal clip connection for that head? You know? So keep everything together, keep everything labeled. Whatever's on the exhaust side, leave it on the exhaust side and label it 1, 2, 3. So you can put it back on your cam. The intake side is double. You can't get them mixed up. 1, 2, and 3. But these wear into the cam and into the part on here like a bearing, or almost like a race, and the cam is the bearing. So don't put number 3 on number 1 because they might not be seated the same way through wear. So as I tear these apart, I'm going to show you what they look like, see if I need to change them at all. We're going to go over the cam and everything. So thanks for coming back to Disturbing Creations. This was a pain in the ass job, man. I did not think I was going to get this off. I thought I was going to have to drill some of these out. I just didn't want to deal with that, but The proper tool always works. You know what I'm saying? So can I get a subscribe, like? I put a lot of work into this. Please, all I'm asking is for a subscribe. It doesn't cost you anything, but to me it could make a whole difference of getting a sponsor and making better videos. So we'll catch you later when we're tearing up the head. Thanks for coming to Disturbing Kreationz. Have a great day. It's snowing like crazy out here. Man, I should get a subscribe and a like just from all the snow. I'm out here in freezing cold weather bringing you videos. All right, man, we love you. Bye-bye.